Thank you, Chair. And while most of the speakers have left, I do want to acknowledge them, their heart, their respect, and their thoughts. And I will try to work with Regents on some steps forward to communicate more. So I look every morning at numbers. As of this morning, we're not quite 2 full months into the fiscal year. And we just passed $100 million in extramural funding already. That's almost 18% over last year as of this date, and last year was our best since the Stimulus Act during the Great Recession. So that's pretty amazing. You can't measure each day and think the whole year will go like that, but it's certainly a lot better than being down 18%. On enrollment, we are not quite yet to our census date, which is when we really look at the results carefully. That's a few weeks into the semester. And this year we've had some differences in our practices around enrollments and disenrollments, overpayments, and so forth. But the data is public, and we've had at least one report to the media. So I do want to say our headcount enrollment numbers are not so positive. As of this morning, only Hawaii Community College and Windward Community College are up. So congratulations to Chancellor Salemsa, Sessionberg, and their entire teams. One other bright spot, again, this is as of this morning, is that while the Manoa headcount is down as of today, the actual course credits enrolled are up. So that's a bright spot, meaning more students are enrolling in more credits. We'll talk about this more during the budget presentations in committee next week, because enrollment is a significant factor in how we think about revenues, and it's also a significant factor in how our deans and other managers need to make decisions. And so while education and research are the core of what we do, one of the areas that gets less attention is the services that are provided by many on our campus who are engaged in supporting our faculty and students. We often recognize these individuals and teams in awards here at Board of Regents meetings, and as noticed, I think last month, 2 of our 3 UH awardees for Employee of the Year, Manager of the Year, and Team of the Year were recognized this year as the best in the state, and we actually had a little party for them on campus a couple weeks ago. But we also have 3 recent examples of national accreditation and recognition that I want to mention because these folks are often overlooked. One is our UH Manoa Department of Public Safety was accredited by CALEA, which is the National Law Enforcement Accreditation Organization. And this is a gold standard of law enforcement. It's pretty remarkable. Normally this is something that police departments aspire to, and UH Manoa is only the 2nd university in the country to go after and achieve this accreditation. It was about 3 years of work. And what I like about it is that the CALEA principles accredit community-oriented security, in which the security personnel are collaborating with the community to prevent and control challenges before they arise. And I will say the UH Manoa, we are really fortunate to have Chief Black. I don't think he's in the room right now, but he's probably hovering around here somewhere, who has done a remarkable job since he joined us. The comment I get most often about him is surprise that he is not from Hawaii, because of the way he conducts himself with aloha with all of the communities he collaborates with. Our communicator in there, Sarah Rice, is the first person in the state of Hawaii to complete National Clery Compliance Training certification. So that's an example of some of these leaders trying to bring excellence. We also received full accreditation for our lab animal care services from the Association of Assessment and Accreditation of Lab Animal Care. And this is really important for everybody who works in the biological sciences, and it helps us all know that the research animals at UH receive the best care while contributing to the research and education that we do conduct with animals. And so congratulations to Sylvia Kondo and her team for achieving that. And lastly, let me mention Mike Unebasami from the community colleges. He's the long-serving, I think he may end up making 50 years before he's gone, Associate Vice President for Administrative Affairs. He was honored this summer with the 2019 NACUBO, that's the National Association of College and University Business Officers, Distinguished Business Officer Award. That is literally the most prestigious award given to someone in business services and higher education in the country. So it's quite an honor for him to receive that. And then on a related note, I see our APTs sitting over there. I want to note that last month I approved the charter of a new staff senate for UH Manoa. This is something that we've been working toward for several years to engage our support staff in campus governance processes alongside students, faculty, and our Hawaiian Council as well. I'm really grateful that they helped work through that process with us. Regents asked as we were moving forward in the reorganization that I provide regular updates on the reorganizations at UH Manoa. So the big action this week was in the news, and I updated you just before it happened. But as of September 1, the Tim School and Shidler College of Business will be reunited. Tim will operate as a school within a college, and you've probably seen the press. I won't say much except to say I am very excited about the opportunities this will bring for a reinvigoration of hospitality education in this university. We should once again be one of the best in the country. It's one of Hawaii's most important industries and activities, and I think the re-merger with Shidler will bring a lot of strengths in fundraising, alumni relations, and a lot of new curricular opportunities, bringing more business into hospitality, and frankly, more hospitality into business that will benefit both sides of the house. We are also continuing work on the merger of Arts and Humanities, Language, Linguistics, Literature, and the School of Pacific and Asian Studies. Provost Bruno is leading a lot of that. That would create the largest college at UH Manoa, and again, our goal is to create a great liberal arts college with our strong Asia-Pacific capacity at its core. In terms of the overall Manoa reorganization, you approved phase 1 last year, and we have settled in with that organization with myself as the head of the campus and Michael Bruno as provost, responsible for all academic and student matters. There's a new provost council that has been meeting already. The first meeting of the new Manoa leadership team, bringing together our shared governance groups with deans, vice chancellors, and others, will be meeting next week for the first time now that school is back. And work has been underway all summer. What we have done is organized what we're calling mini design teams for each of the functional areas. Those are educational excellence, student success, research, scholarship, and graduate studies, enrollment management, and equity, climate, and conflict resolution. Those are the areas in the concept you approved actually the year before last. And each of these collaborative design teams includes both the leads from the overall campus design team, but also faculty, students, and staff from across campuses, from within those units and those who are served by those units. That work has been going on over the summer so that we could keep momentum moving. And our current schedule is that they will each be ready to report the concepts with a high-level organizational chart and functional statement by the end of next month. We will spend the fall in open discussion with the entire campus around those concepts, with the idea being we would create the formal reorganization documents, which will literally be hundreds of pages, that those will be completed for full and formal consultation in the spring, at which point we can still be making tweaks, but hopefully we'll have nailed it through the open discussion processes over this fall. We do have a public webpage available where we're keeping track of the progress and the team members, and hopefully this will be the last academic year in which we are spending an incredible amount of energy on organizational structure, and hopefully we will be tweaking moving forward.